So, greetings and welcome to my neighborhood. Let's see. I could do this. That would work. Okay. So, right here I'm working on my, doomsday tantalus theorem. My doomsday tantalus theorem states that no matter how large and number you specify, the shortest proof of a theorem exists that is greater than that number. Did I say that right? So if all your computers in the world, all the men in the world, all the women in the world team up, they're gonna have a maximum number of proof steps that they are willing to put into a proof. Let's say one Googleplex, just to be funny. And what if there's a theorem whose shortest proof is a Googleplex plus 1? Then that means we will never find it. It may be true, but we won't find a proof for it. And so there is that. This one, it turns out that this part right here is totally wrong, unfortunately. I'm glad I caught it before I submitted it to, publication, because it's wrong. And then this stuff is trying to talk about how to brute force a proof, which is by definition the slowest way to prove something. Anything faster than brute force, I think, has more elegance than brute force. But sometimes I would assume that brute force is the only way a human's going to be able to do something. Like the four-color theorem. Brute force was needed for that on a computer. Okay, so conjecture, if there are more than 4 inference rules in logic robust enough for semantics, that generalizes first-order logic, an isomorphic formal system can be described by using only 4 inference rules. So I believe that I used to believe the four-color theorem would prove it, but I don't think it does anymore. And let's look at this. So the F1 is a triple of 3 things. X is the set of symbols, like parentheses or, implication or negation. Y is the set of well-formed formula, like x plus y equals x plus y. But a well-formed formula does not have to be true. A well-formed formula just has to be well-formed. And a false statement could be well formed, so just keep that in mind. And Z1 is the first set of inference rules. An inference rule is like you're here in chess, right? And then you go up and over, and that's an inference rule. That tells you how the knight moves, and all the chess pieces are similar, except the pawn has like a million different, rules of movement. It's got en passant. Um, you can block a pawn. Pawn becomes a queen. If lucky enough. Sometimes in chess, I just go for the pawn going to the other side. If he has his strategy, okay, but I can ruin his strategy by just moving my pawn forward. Move it forward. Just keep moving it forward. Because he knows there's going to be a fucking queen over there if he doesn't stop it. So he's got to drop what he's doing to stop my pawn. And, it worked once. Never worked again. I don't think that works against seasoned players. You just take my pawn. Many colors. Okay, so let's see. This is a conjecture, true or false? This is basically applying the four-color theorem to formal systems. Right there. And then this is my trading theorem. Let the formal system 1 be this with symbol set X and set of reference inference rules Y. And those are well-formed formulas. Inference rules Z1. Let that be a formal system. Suppose that Z2 is a subset of Z1. And there exists a map in the set of maps from Z1 to Y, such as for all gamma contained in Y, the consequences of gamma equals the consequences of gamma plus the result of adding inference rules. So I'm trying to say that these two are equal. I don't really know why that might be interesting, but it seemed like a cool thing to try to prove. Yeah, here we go. I came up with this formula in 2016. I still don't really understand it, but I wrote it down, just for fun. Yeah, this formula here. I could read it. It's kind of giving me a mouthful, though. Lambda of mu equals the universal quantification of the alphas. So for all alphas, if all the alphas are true, then mu of all the alphas is true. I think, something like that. It's going to take me a while to understand that, but I'm kind of lost heart in the project when I came up against some walls, which I think I could prove. I think I could prove that I've hit a wall, because what I'm trying to do, other people have done already. So that kind of sucks to find that out. I only found that out recently. Where it's like exactly what I'm doing. Other people were doing like similar stuff, but this is exactly what I'm doing. So I'll show it to you. So this is basically what I've been, what I've been doing. And this, this is what I've been doing. And the possibilities of getting this published are probably zero. Because it's already been done before. Now, if I had been alive in like 1800 or 1820, I would have been a revolutionary, but not in 2020. That's old. It's all old hat, And there's just pages and pages of it, and these are directions. Oh, the poem. I don't see the poem. Okay. There's the poem. The air reeks of air. Swords must be taken up to give closure to the right of man to breathe. The right of the right is free will. No volition means no blame. My plea to see goes unnoticed.